Alright, so hi, Agent here for Scooter Diary Manila. Good afternoon to everyone. It's 12:35 today, and I'm bound to my workplace, and at the same time, I'm gonna have one topic that a lot of you guys are asking. So as you may notice, I'm using my daily scooter, the Vespa S125. Our topic for today, okay, I'm gonna give you top 5 listing of my personal observation, okay, for the Kymco Like125. Okay, so this is something like what I observed for the past 6 months, 7 months of using it, and after clocking almost 6,000 kilometers on it. Okay, so again, just a disclaimer, I'm no expert in scooter or neither motorcycle. This is just my personal opinion and my personal assessment. I might be wrong. You should do your own research on it, but I hope my feedback would help others to decide on taking this scooter as your first choice for your daily commute. Okay, the listing that I have is not in any order, so just come up with my mind and try to list it down, and we're gonna start with number 5. Number 5 is the looks. Okay, so again, the classic look of the Kymco Like125 is somehow extraordinary. Why? Because at that size and looks, only Vespa is almost the same size for that classic look. Okay, it's not comparable to some other Japanese scooter with classic type, because it's very small, the engine is very small. At least for the Kymco Like, they have the option to go with 150cc, that's the 200i, and everything is also FI. Okay, so again, number 5 is the classic look of the scooter. Okay, number 4, okay, suspension. Okay, so again, this is my personal opinion only. Some of the owners would always say that the suspension is really firm. It has a dual suspension at the rear. Okay, the front has a, I don't know what size it has, but dual suspension as well. Okay, a lot of owners would always say, but wait, look at this. Wow, Ducati DFL, very nice. Wow, DFL, it's like a devil in there. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Told you, I'm easily get distracted by this Ducati. Wow, very nice. Maybe it's for delivery, but it's really nice. Very big. Okay, so again, let's go back to the list. All right, so what about suspension? Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of owners are always complaining it's on the stiff side. So yes, I can say that. I can say that it's true, but then again, for me, due to the size of it, I would say it's very acceptable. The suspension is very acceptable. Okay, it's not very stiff, it's not very hard, not very harsh, can be used on a daily basis without problem. The good thing about it is the stiffer nature of the suspension, sporty riding of it if you choose to. If you've seen my vlog going to Baguio, you can see there, it's very comfortable. You can confidently use the turns and thrash it around like no other. Okay, so for me, the suspension is also very good. Okay, so number 3, okay, the weight and size of the scooter. So again, my Kymco Like, when I was using it, is just Kymco Like125. So having a small engine, 125 engine, you would assume that it's on a lighter side, right? But it's not. Okay, with the bulky size it has 12-inch of tires as well, right? So the size itself and the weight really is good for traction and firm grip on the ground. Okay, I hope you're you know what I'm saying, because all this when I was like, you know, running it around the twisties, I really enjoyed it. And I can tell you the weight compensation is one that really matters on those type of situation. Okay, I can confidently throw it on the corners, okay, without fear, because I know the weight itself is very heavy and it grips to the ground. Okay, so that's number 3. Okay, so for number 2 in my list, okay, so I'm on number 2. Number 2 is the engine. Some of you might be surprised about the engine, but then again, Kymco Like is a very reliable engine as well. Okay, not to mention the power it creates. Okay, yes, it's just 125cc, but if you are following my vlog, okay, the one I'm using is just 125cc, and when I switch on to a CVT change, it can easily top 110 kph. So again, yes, it's just a carbureted type. It's not that efficient compared to the latest offering in the market, but nonetheless, power wise, I would say it's there. The power is there. You can easily, you know, get it at a twist of the throttle. Okay, it didn't fail me in any of the, you know, stop and go. In fact, the only reason why I upgraded that to 150cc is you know, I came across with when Click 125i went out of the market. Definitely it's an FI version, and when that came out, it's the only stock motorcycle that was able to outrun me on the traffic light. Okay, all the others, of course, definitely I'm just talking about stock motorcycles and not the fully modified one, of course. So for those, yes, I would say the engine is not bad at all. It's not very powerful, okay, but what I can tell you is at least it can top 110 with only a CVT pulley upgrade. Okay, so now we're on number 1. Okay, guess what? Okay, on top of my list, you know, this is what I love most when I was using the Kymco Like125. It's the brakes. Okay, it has a strong brakes that doesn't easily locks up. Both front and rear has full disc brakes. Okay, and aside from the disc brakes, it has a steel braided lines. Again, Kymco Like is a classic looking scooter, and you'll be amazed that it has a powerful brakes on those units. So again, on top of my list, the braking power, disc brakes, both front and rear, with steel braided lines to compensate the sportiness of the brakes, which offers a lot. Alright, you don't need to upgrade anything unless, of course, you have a very big engine or seriously modify the engine for serious speed. But for that alone, I can tell you I got full confidence in riding that. On the twisties of Baguio, if you look at my vlog, it runs more than 100 kph. Top of my choice that I love so much about the Kymco Like is the set of brakes that it has. So I hope you love what I came up with. Have an idea on what I miss so much about the Kymco Like125. Okay, so once again, thank you, and as always, okay, provide comments, like and subscribe to my channel, and at the same time, always be safe on the road and have fun. Ciao.